power comes in, engineers and riggers get to work. Cairo communiques may say situation unchanged, but there's plenty doing in the Western Desert for all that. The roundup of enemy material, for instance, like these Italian tanks captured at Nabewa at the beginning of the assault on Sidi Barrani. The Italians were taken by surprise here. The tanks were not ready for action, and the crews were either killed or captured. The booty was enormous. Equipment of every kind fell into our hands. Guns of all sizes, both field guns and quick-firing braiders, and ammunition by the ton. It all goes to prove the skill of the operation, for it's quite obvious that the Italians were well equipped. Sidi Barrani itself was not much more than an empty shell when the Australians and other troops entered, just the battered remnant of a rugged fortress in the desert. This is, of course, now miles behind the front line, but prisoners recently captured continue to be sent back, and here they sit down by the seashore waiting for what comes next. Often enough, to their surprise, what comes next is a fag from Australian or other British troops. Anyway, prisoners by the tens of thousands continue to come in. Italians not quite so sure now of the wisdom of the Duce, and Libyan troops quite certain now that the self-styled protector of Islam is only a fascist bastion after all. Many of these men have been without water for a day or two, and even in winter they're parched by the desert sandstorms. At one place, a sergeant in charge of the guard found an old Roman well, and water came forth, much to the joy of the prisoners. They look upon the British as liberators, which in fact they are. Invaluable aid in the advance of our army into Libya has been given by our airmen, who gained complete ascendancy over the Italians.